Hey everyone, Brian with you from TheGameCommon. We are doing our AI-only championship series here in Civ 6. We are into the reverse knockout rounds, and we are on the group stage 1. We are on round 2 of group stage 1, and anyways, we're trying to see who's going to get eliminated. Right now, Congo is not doing too hot, and they had a pretty bad first game, so things are looking kind of bad for them. Jayavarman scores pretty bad right now, but he's in a pretty decent spot right now, and he's in a golden age right now, so that's going to be pretty okay. Now, the question is, I wonder if he got the Domri last era, or if he's just popping it out now, because if he's just popping it out now, that's going to help him avoid a Dark Age, which is going to be great. Rome's looking pretty safe. I think both of the Romes are probably going to be pretty safe. They were 1 and 2 in the last round, so I think they're going to be okay. Germany's been fighting basically everyone right now, and somehow living, which, Khmer. But anyways, yeah, they've been doing okay. They're going to get mains back, which is going to be great. The question is whether or not Amasya is going to end up flipping to them, or whether that's going to end up going over to Byzantium again. Murcia is going back to Spain, so they are stabilizing there. Spain's still pretty far behind too. Remember, Spain was way at the bottom in the first game, or the first round, so they're going to need to do some work here. They're popping out a synagogue, and they're popping out and they're one wonder. This would be a great time for them to get some more wonders, though. Now, they did get a religion, but they're actually losing their religion right now to Australia. That's not great. No, because they need that religion. They need all the points they can get right now. Losing a religion would just be pretty catastrophic. Now, I have to say, Spain is one of the surprise units, or one of the surprise civs to actually make it into the knockout rounds. So if they are one of the first ones knocked out, would not necessarily that surprising. And then spawning right next to Germany, oof. Even though, man, they were so close at grabbing a couple of those cities, man. They almost took Berlin twice, man. So Donghoi is still full loyalty here. Congo did end up settling closer to the city they lost, but man, they're going to need some love. They're still going to need a bunch of cities here. Khmer is working out and settling. They need to get up here before Rome kind of cuts that off. Or if they can get a golden age and start flipping some of that, that would be great as well. Amnasia ended up going back to Byzantium, which, okay, I suppose. I guess Thessalonica also probably had some loyalty pressure on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so they had a little pressure from there as well. They had about 40 more. So, all right. Yeah, that makes sense. And then Mainz is back to Germany, although they're going to lose Mainz again, but 85 turns, yeah, they'll be fine. So here's the big thing. Germany is now out of room. Looks like they can throw one more town down here by Heidelberg, and they have a settler there in Heidelberg. But what are they going to do if they don't get this? Then and even once they get that, then what? They really can't come up here. I think Byzantium has too much pressure there. So we're gonna see. Let's see then. Westward Khmer still's got a bunch of room. Did he end up settling that new city down? Yeah, that must have been this one, Valapura. And then Donghoi ended up going back to Vietnam. Vietnam, grabbing the city-state. Here's the thing. I feel like Congo probably is going to have to come take these city-states if they're going to have any chance of digging their hole out of it. They still only have 4 cities. And this is not necessarily their fault, or not necessarily like the spawn fault. They actually have one of the best locations. But losing this town and then just not settling anything over here just has really, really kind of killed them. And the fact that they ended up almost losing the town to Khmer, of all people, which they ended up having their town down to 0 garrison strength, which, had 0 HP and somehow wasn't taken, which was kind of crazy. All right, so you ended up throwing Augsburg right there. Actually, yeah, that's going to be a hard city to hold, isn't it? I didn't even think about that. He could put a governor there. Aachen is also about to grow. Ulm is going to grow. I think Dortmund's too far away to put any loyalty pressure, but what they need to just stabilize the city by putting a governor there. And then once the city starts growing and then these other ones start growing, they'll be okay. The biggest thing, though, is if they get a Dark Age to a Golden Age here, they're just going to lose Augsburg. Then again, if they get a Dark Age and they just lose Augsburg, not really that big of a deal because there's not really a whole lot there. Spain, still, I think they settled Cadiz. Yeah, Cadiz, but that's about it. Everything else right now is pretty even, or pretty much the same, I suppose would be the best way to describe it. Is Vietnam settling anything else? I mean, there's still tons of room over here too. And I mean, this is a decent sized city, but I feel like Congo could come settle over here. I love how there's barbarian battering around. I see the battering ram, and I'm kind of like getting a little PTSD from Age of Empires. Although they did just get nerfed the battering ram today. But anyways, yeah, the battering ram pretty powerful in Age of Empires. If you're not watching any of the videos, they nerfed it because basically, like, I wouldn't say it's indestructible, but it's pretty dang hard to actually kill. So I think they lowered the HP by like 200 or something on it. Because it's not like one of those things where like your strat's just to go and rush out a bunch of battering rams. But, you know, if you did do that, you weren't necessarily, you know, and you failed with it, it wasn't necessarily the biggest punish. So probably worth them actually nerfing it. So doggy's being worked on. Hopefully she's learning to not bark to get what she wants. But anyways, as for wonders here, we do have Forbidden City popping out for Spain. Okay, he needs the wonders. Australia's kind of not really doing a whole lot. What's the tech looking like in this game? Australia and Germany are 1-2 again. Oh, no, actually, no, I lied. Rome's are 1-2. Then it's Australia and Germany. Huh, interesting. He does have a decent amount of wonders down here, though, which is probably why he's not near the bottom. Yeah, he's actually in second place, and I imagine wonder score is pretty decent. Yeah, he's at 75. Germany's actually at 60. So you can see how big the wonders are. Ulm lost some garrison health, but I think that's just because of the volcano. I don't think he's actually under siege. Yeah, the fact that both of these took damage had to be the volcano here. So did we get a new era? No, not yet. We're about to get a new era. 9 turns. 9 turns. Okay. This is going to be a big one. This is going to be a big one because this is basically the last one that's going to happen before, like, maybe, like, there might be one more, but that last one's only going to be like 1 or 2 cities. This one could literally change the game. Like, this is the only one that will actually have the potential to change the game. Also, we got elephant on elephant fight. Let's go, baby. Now, they are both range units, although I assume the Volscian should just absolutely eradicate the Domre here. Just because it's bombard strength. Because what is it? I think it's -15 using, I'm trying to remember, but I think it's -15. Now, he also had the city also shooting here, which isn't, you know, necessarily fair. But yeah, we got some sexy elephant on elephant action going, man. Oh yeah, bring all the elephants. Let's do this. Dude, that elephant just got murdered in the boat. Imagine spending all the time loading a freaking transport ship up with an elephant, only to have it getting shot down by like another elephant. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I love this, man. These are, isn't Khmer... Actually, I'm trying to think, isn't Khmer on modern-day Vietnam? Khmer location. Isn't it, like... Khmer Empire is modern-day Vietnam, is it not? Khmer Empire is there. Let's go Vietnam location. Vietnam location. I think... Yeah, it's kind of like the edge. No. So it looks like there's a thing called Champa that was actually Vietnam, but some of Vietnam might have been in Khmer. Anyways, new era. What ended up happening here? So we had Rome, we had Australia, we had Congo, we had Khmer all get Dark Ages. Rome Dark Age killed Venice, not that big of a deal. Valmapura also flipped, not that huge of a deal. Congo ended up losing. Oh man, dude. Congo just, I think they're out. Oh, that's so bad, dude. Australia lost Melbourne, but I don't know, and it's flipping to Germany. Oh, man. And then Spain got a golden age, which is what they needed. And then nothing's flipping up here because they were all full loyalty. So Australia's in a bit of a sketchy spot here. Luckily, he popped out quite a few wonders, so he's doing okay. Brazil's actually not that crazy good with score either, but... I think he's still perfectly fine just because, once again, one of the two that had a bad first game is having a bad second game. And he's ahead of Philip. So, you know, as long as he maintains a lead on Philip and, you know, Philip and or Jayavarman, he's totally fine. Yeah, I don't know if Jayavarman's going to be able to pull back from this, man. Especially if Rome is conquering you. Nope, Rome's suzerained you. But he's just going to have to throw some cities out. Dude, our elephant on elephant war just ended. That's so sad. That's so sad. I was excited about that. Is Bandar being conquered? No, Bandar's being levied. Or, suzerained. Dude, Congo has nothing right now. Oh, this is disappointing. Yeah, Congo and then, like, Khmer had a really good start and just kind of, like, bleh, out. And so because of that, we're just not seeing a whole lot. Really, the main wars are over here, but like the people in the wars aren't even being affected. Like, it's just like these guys have done the most fighting and they're all perfectly safe. Except, I guess, Spain. I guess Spain's still having a bad day, but Spain needs a couple more wonders. They need to spread their religion too. They luckily have all of their town now Catholicism, but Germany is now. we are having the religious war we thought here. They're going to have to work hard here. They're going to have to start flipping some of Germany just to get as many points as possible. They need to be ahead of what? They're ahead of Jayavarman, but remember, they ended up in the bottom. So they need to actually beat Jayavarman by a certain amount of points. I don't know how much it was, but they just need any bit of points they can get right now. Jayavarman is at war with Rome. Okay, so the Domri are now fighting against men-at-arms. Those are not pikemen. Dude, that's the worst symbol for men-at-arms. And I mean, the fact is, like, the men-at-arms even are rolling around with, like, pikemen here. I mean, I guess they're like halberds, which I suppose technically would be two-handed weapons. They wouldn't be axes, but just having the little point at the end to me just like makes them feel like they're spearmen. And maybe, is that what the point of halberds was? So you can actually fight against cav with spears? Halberds. Halberd weapon. You know, I never actually even realized that, but I bet. So it's a two-handed pole weapon, so it is a spear then. BS, man. BS. Troops use the weapons were called halberds. A blade with a spike. So for grappling mounted combatants. Oh, that's what the hook is for the back. Oh, that's kind of cool. Never knew that. Never knew that. But yeah, the pike at the top is going to be against more against spearmen. So theoretically, a halberd should have a bonus combat strength here against mounted units. And actually, you know what's funny now that I think about that? In humankind, the halberds are actually spears, right? Halberd, humankind, right? I think they're the upgrade. I think they're in humankind. Halberd, dark spear. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Never mind. Whatever. It's not the point. So Spain had vampires all this time. I guess they did. Yeah, they did have the vampire in that first war and then kind of didn't use it anywhere else. Are we going to get one more era? We should, because that last era was actually pretty quick. So we were a little era'd. We're a little early on the era, which is good. I think 210 is probably a good timer here to get all the eras, or at least to get one more era. At least to safely get one more era. So Germany's actually going to take Kanasha, which they're not going to hold it. I wonder if they're going to burn it down, which in the scheme of things might be great for Congo because that gives them a location they can actually settle again. Are they going to hold it? Nope, they raised it. Yeah, so that actually... All right, there you go. There you go, Congo. But you got to actually, work on something other than theater squares. I don't even know, man. The Roman attack kind of petered out here, dude. The Domri are just kind of like going a little psycho. Yeah. They're holding on, even though they don't do a whole lot of damage. But, hey, sure. They're beating back the man-at-arms, at least. Germany doesn't have a lot of troops, but he does have a Nancy right now. And the thing is, Australia and Spain don't have a lot of troops either, just because of their endless wars over here. So, if anything, no, Byzantium doesn't have a lot of troops either. I wonder if Byzantium, why they never ended up building an army. Because we really never saw them in a war other than that first war. They're working on Hajia and the University of St. Clair over here. So, oh my God, and the Osgars. So that's going to be freaking 45 points, which is going to be quite nice. Spain, do you have any other wonders popping out right now? No. You do have another settler, which is not bad. They are 45 ahead of Jayavarman, which, once again, I still don't think is enough. I think they're going to need more than that. Jayavarman is working on the Hue, and actually that's going to be an amazing Hue. That's actually, for once in the life, the AI actually put a good location for the Hue. There's no better spot, right? Well, okay, this one's adjacent to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this is in a different city. So, sure. Still, that's actually pretty good. Because usually they end up putting in a spot where, like, they just aren't have any adjacency. Oh, they lost it. Never mind. Yep. So, there you go. Vietnam got it in a horrible spot. That seems a little more fitting. All right, so... Congo's trying to take back their town. I don't think they're going to be able to do it because they're fighting against crossbows and they only have knights and there's walls there. What they need is a city or two and then a golden age. But I don't even know if they're going to be able to pop another golden age out. I kind of don't think they will. All right, so now we have line infantry. There you go. Against the Cuirassier. Our line infantry, they're ahead of musketmen. Yeah, it goes musketmen into line infantry. Now, line infantry are still reloading, right? Yeah, I think those are still infantry that still have to be loaded after every shot. So which would be the same thing with muskets. Yeah. Actually, that's a good question. I wonder if they tell you what kind of gun they use. Line infantry. The Roman legion, rigid disciple. Yeah, because this was like the English line infantry, right? I think, the Americans showed the British Revolution, harassed. Yeah, that's kind of it. Okay, that's what I was kind of thinking, which muskets are honestly kind of the same unit, but the musketmen, I think, is more of a Renaissance unit that they're kind of using it as. But those wouldn't have been musketmen. Those would have been like, I don't even know what the Renaissance era gunpowder units were called. Renaissance women? No. Renaissance era guns. Those wouldn't have been called Renaissance era weapons. So we had the Basilisk, that was a cannon. The Messer, that was not a gun. The Ribaliquin? No. Stiletto, Swiss Army, wall gun, crossbow, curvin, random shit. I don't know any of these. I don't know. Whatever. We're not going to learn that today. Unfortunately. So we still have another 41 turns. This one's slowed down. We're kind of definitely seeing what's happening here about like 150. The game's just kind of grinding to a halt because no one's really warring, which maybe begs the question that maybe we should go to 200 turns rest of the way, just because like, is one extra arrow worth the game just being super, super slow? I don't know. So we do have musketmen invading over here, Khmer musketmen trying to push back Vietnam, but like you're not really going to be able to accomplish a whole lot here. I mean, 55 combat strength, but 49 combat strength. And I love how she has like trebuchet and bombards as defense. Yeah, I just love when the AI builds a bunch of like defensive siege equipment, which not necessarily a historical, but, definitely weird in this game for sure. Okay, so Catholicism is now basically completely pushed out of Germany. So Spain is struggling getting points there. They are 50 points ahead. I don't know if that's enough, though, to get them out of the basement. I'm still pretty sure Congo's at that basement and going to be dead. All right, new era. Everyone got a Dark Age except Rome, and that is Congo. Interesting. Congo, huh? Okay, so Spain lost Bilboa. That one might go to Australia. Right now, yeah, that one's going to go to Australia. Launceston? Oh, remind me. That one's another one of the weird ones to pronounce. Launces pronunciation.
Launceston in Tasmania. In England, Launceston.
Launceston? That's in Tasmania? Whatever, Launceston. We're just going to call it Launceston. How about that? That one's going to Australia, which was an actual Australian city. Then Augsburg ended up flipping up here, as did Amasya. Now, I'm not sure who these guys are flipping to. Byzantium and Germany, they're getting their cities back respectfully. Okay, Venice is now flipping to Rome now that they get a golden era. Khmer ended up losing Valpura here, and it's actually being sieged down by, ironically enough, Congo. Although I don't think Congo's going to be able to do enough damage. Oh, no, it's not. The frigate there from Germany. Germany's actually working on it. So Congo got a golden age. Unfortunately, they're not flipping their town back, so that's not going to help them much. And then Mythau over here flipped, but, it's really not going to matter a whole lot here to Vietnam. Vietnam's looking pretty dang safe. So the German frigate's still working here on the walls. It's doing a pretty decent job, too. They're going to need a melee unit, though, if someone wants to conquer it. We do have a Petra popping out here in Rome. And you know what? That's not going to be a horrible Petra, especially when when oil gets revealed. Although apparently it must be revealed already because we see the pips there. Yeah, I wonder how that works. I guess every player must have different... So if I clicked on Germany, would it have a different pip? Oh, sorry, this isn't Germany. Rome. Would it have different pips for Rome? Do they have it already researched? Maybe. They do have AT crews. I think you need oil to get to AT crews, correct? AT crews are... That's the modern AT. AT crew is... No, it's up here in chemistry. So he doesn't necessarily have oil. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how that works. And whether or not they're getting those pips. We should have noticed earlier in the game would have been probably a better way to have seen Actually, you know what? If there's some oil somewhere else, like in Congo, then we could tell. Unfortunately, they don't have any oil, so... There's also uranium there, but that doesn't really help me. Yeah, and you don't have anything down here either. Okay, well, World Congress, advance. Let's just see anyone having any chance of... No. And yeah, religion's a lot more balanced this game. We only have Taverman's religion. That's 2 games in a row he's lost his religion. Dude, although, once again, that means Vietnam has... we said they were going to be able to get most of the West over here. And they did, except they really didn't work on Rome. In fact, Eastern Rome actually spread their religion to Western Rome, which, you know, makes a little bit of sense, actually, especially if you talk about Christianity. Yeah, or Eastern Orthodoxy, rather. Yeah, that would have happened, at least for the little bit that Eastern Rome actually had influence on Western Rome before Western Rome, you know, fell by the wayside. Anywho... Well, yeah, because it would have to have, because then Western Rome became Catholic. Well, at least Rome itself became Catholic. But anyways, then the Holy Roman Empire, which, yeah, whatever. Not like 100% on all the dates in there, but something like that had to have happened. So Zaragoza's flipping, but it's really slow, so not that big of a deal. Spain going to be able to come back from this. And the fact that they ended up losing Bilboa to Australia is kind of bad. They are 42 points ahead right now. So they did end up losing a little bit of their lead. Augsburg is going back to Germany still, with Amasya flipping over to Byzantium. I wonder here, is Khmer catching up? I mean, Khamar's not doing anything to actually like catch up and like try staying ahead. So we're down to 20 turns here, 19 turns. This is going to be a close one, man, for third place. I don't know about first place. Yeah, I mean, well, okay, here's the thing. We know Congo... I would be shocked if Congo's not eliminated. And then I think other than that, it's between Philip and Taverman. I think everyone else is basically safe. So we shall see. It'd be kind of funny if Spain just barely made it through again. The one civ that doesn't deserve to be here, at least in this group. I mean, that's a harsh way to say it, but definitely probably the weakest civ here by far. And then, I mean, people would argue with me and Taverman. People really argue that Taverman's a good civ. I still disagree. I've heard your arguments. I still don't know, though. It's just, I don't know. I feel like they're just one of those civs that you have to have like a bunch of things to be good. Where, like Babylon, you don't have to have a bunch of things to be good. I'm not sitting here saying they're one of the worst civs anymore. I did have them ranked last for the longest time. No, I had Tamar always ranked last. But they were like bottom 5 for sure. I don't know how I'd rank them bottom 5 at this point. And I think they also got buffed since the last time yeah, they did. They did get buffed. Yeah, so I definitely wouldn't rank them bottom 5, but I don't think I would rank them top half. I mean, I would much rather play as a Germany. My God, that beard. We've not seen everyone's colors here. Oh, no, we can't do it that way, can we? And also, there is a risk that if we click on people, we might crash the game. So, we'll just kind of enjoy that for what it was. So, any late game wonders again? No. And then if we pop over here, Congo's still doing absolutely nothing. Whatever happened, so it just ended up flipping, I think, is what ended up happening. And then Germany settled down here. Oh, dude, freaking Congo, man. All right, you deserve to go away, man. The fact that you let Germany settle down there, and the fact that Khmer never settled up here, like, that's just like the things that just kind of like mind blowing me right now. Like, why are you guys doing so bad? It's 100% the AI right here. 100% the AI, just playing absolutely horribly. Rome's running around with planes now. Interesting. We're about to pop out planes, which, is going to give them extra score, but at this point in the game, they're safe. They don't need the points. So, really, we're just trying to get to the end of the game here just to see, is it going to be Congo? Well, we know it's going to be Congo, but is it going to be Spain or is it going to be Khmer getting eliminated? 10 turns that are remaining. Yeah, all right. So, I think we're going to put a quick pause in after this, and then I'm going to go add up the scores, and then we'll probably pop in and, show everyone. Congo's actually going to end up getting a Vietnam city. All right, there you go. Yeah, we're not going to get another era. I think we are going to pop back to 200. I think with the other group stages, It doesn't matter because I'm not going to do like, oh, hey, who is the bottom with all the groups? Nah, I think we're just going to do 200 from here on out just to keep it a little tighter. I mean, looking at we're right at 24 minutes right now, which is exactly where we should be for this episode. So I think 200 minutes is perfect because I think that will give us just the perfect timing where we don't have to have any episodes super long and they're all going to be about like the 25-minute mark, which is what I like just because we talk so much, we talk so fast, I bite my tongue, I hurt my voice, I can't do any other recording, it sucks. All right, so Broadway is too late here, Germany, but you're not in a danger zone, so it doesn't even matter, I suppose. I think we're just going to put a pause in here, and I'm just going to pop in with the scores, because I don't think we're seeing anything that's going to really change this here by the end of the game. So, yeah, we'll be back here when I add up all the final scores. Which, by the way, I'm going to let it run to the end of the game before I add up the final scores. But, yeah, we'll be back in a second. Okay, so that last game then, we ended up with Trajan getting 1161, Basil got 809, 618 for Philip, 976 for Jean Curtin, 854 for Frederick, 476 for Congo, 914 for Vietnam, 574 Khmer. So we added up all the scores except the bottom three. So Rome actually had the highest score with 2124 after the first two games. The Byzantium was in second with 1919. Jean Curtin was in third with 1859. Germany had 1799, and then Vietnam had 1685. So let's go ahead and add up. We know Congo's probably at the bottom. So Congo ended up with 551 plus 476. So they got 1,027. Ouch. So 1027, which puts them 660 behind Vietnam. So yeah, they were pretty much out of it. So then let's go ahead and add up Spain. They were at 50. No. Let's do Khmer. 579 plus 570. They were at least consistent. They were at 1149. Okay, so that means if Spain has more than 1149, they will move on. If not, they're going to be eliminated. So 618 plus 501. So 1149 is the goal they need to beat. They got 1119. Oh my gosh. So that means Khmer is safe. Barely. All right, so that means we are going to end up losing Spain and Congo there in the bottom. And so then that means tomorrow we're going to be starting with another group. We got group number 2. We got Pericles' Greece. We got Tamar. We got Teddy Roosevelt with America. We got Eleanor's English. We got Mongolia, Dutch, Cree, and Gorgo. So we got a couple Greases in this game, and we got some aggressive civs. So this should be fun, but hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, comment. Let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button, join the game, come and share your support. I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone.